Like I said, the ship crashed into the Big Ben, and then in Christmas Invasion, they were saying that the Christmas Invasion was the first encounter with aliens, you know, and I didn't ever make that connection until I went back and watched the episodes, you know, and I was like, when I was watching Christmas Invasion, I was like, wait, I thought there was an episode in the first season that had aliens in it, you know, and there was, you know, and I don't think Aliens in London, and then at the end of the season, at the end of Aliens in London, the Daleks showed up. I mean, at the end of Series 1, the Daleks showed up, you know, so I mean, the last time I checked, Daleks are aliens, you know, if you're looking at it from Earth's perspective, Daleks are aliens because they're from the planet Skyro. So why would you say in the first episode of the second season that that is your first encounter with aliens when you've already had 2 attempts to take over the Earth, you know, by aliens? So, you know, again, it's just that when Russell T Davies writes these stories, they aren't well thought through. You know, he doesn't pay attention to detail like Stephen Moffat does. Like with Stephen Moffat stories, I mean, if you like Blink and Silence in the Library, like the whole concept of River Song and how she's meeting the Doctor in her past, but the Doctor is going to meet her in his future, like those kinds of like wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, as the Doctor puts it. You know, Stephen Moffat stories, you have to sit there and examine his story, and you have to figure it out. You have to think about it. Those stories make you think. Like just like with Blink, I mean, the whole thing with Sally Sparrow, you know, and getting information from the past and whatnot. And at the very end of the episode, the paradox was complete because she actually handed all of that information that she had been getting the whole episode. She handed it to the Doctor at the end before he'd even, you know, traveled back to the past. You know, and it's just like that stuff made you think. You know, and then like the girl in the fireplace. You know, they were on the station in the future, but it was connected to the past. You know, and events. And like Stephen Moffat even went so far in The Girl in the Fireplace as to account for time dilation. You know, like 5 minutes because of the portal. You know, 5 minutes on one side would be 50 years on the other side. You know, and I mean that's true. I mean that happens. You know, and it's just like when Russell T Davies writes stories, though, it's like science fiction for 5th graders or something. You know, it's not science fiction for smart kids like what the Doctor Who used to be, like what it was. You know, and I want to go and say this, you know, I don't want anybody watching these videos to think that I dislike the new Doctor Who or I dislike Russell T Davies or anything, and that's not the case. I'm not knocking these episodes that I'm talking about, and I'm not saying that I hate them. You know, I mean, all of them were good episodes. They had great plots. You know, but I just feel like the things that I talk about, the things that I point out that I didn't like about them, I feel like had they been improved or maybe thought about a little bit more carefully during the writing process, the episode would have been even better than it was.